global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Something definitely is brewing in Rivers politics as we speak. The undisputed political leader of Rivers State, FCT Minister Wike, is in town. If you check our playlist, you get to find out why. We'll give you updated news on that. Meanwhile, a lot is happening and the Fubara's media team have decided to expose the kitikete and katakata that is going on the Wikimati's media team, even though the Wikimati's media team are trying to cover it up in a hush-hush tone. But literally speaking, they're beginning to call out on their leader to intervene now. And also in a related development in this same video, you get to find out those whose fates are sealed, those who will be coming in as the councillors, local government chairmen and all. You also get to find out what reseic is saying in their defense and what Inec is warning ahead of time. You also get to find out also what some political stakeholders are having under their sleeves, waiting for the elections to roll out before they will start rolling out that which they have in their minds. But before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's start with what is going on in Rivers State. Now, according to nitpet news here and there from Fubara's media team, they insist that there seem to be a lot of issues, internal crisis going on with the Wikimatics group. Each one of them insisting that they have worked so hard and they deserve a slot and a place in this election. While the media influencers of the Wikimatics insist that they have worked so hard, they never defected, they stood strong even when men defected. They promoted the image and the political sagacity of Wike, the FCT minister. They did not move to the left or to the right. They deserve to become councillors. They have earned that slot. While others, the political gladiators, on foot soldiers, believe that they are the ones who are doing all the dirty works. They are the ones doing the physical move. They deserve to own a slot. Meanwhile, allegedly so, it is believed that Wike is in town to ensure this does not escalate beyond what. And they are literally asking Wike, the city minister, to look their way. While, we all know how Wike works, he's one person that knows how to appease tempers. And I'm sure he's going to do a good job of it. Don't forget that Wike, the city minister, is actually in town for the primaries, PDP primaries, that's slated to hold in a few hours' time. And that primaries is going to give birth to the people who will be contesting for this particular election. And some persons believe that it's already a done deal. As you speak, Chideloit, who happens to be one of those selected, even though the primaries are yet to hold, is already jubilating and celebrating. Congratulations are already on the way as he has been selected to be the LGA chairman of Omohia. While as we also speak, other persons, if you check as we're talking, you see the pictures of those who have been selected already. Their cases, the local government chairman, their cases sealed. If you look at some of these pictures, you discover none of them actually are the former local government chairman, and most top pundit Rivers stakeholders are of the opinion that they are just waiting after the elections. They are ruling straight to the court, but some persons believe that the court also belongs to the ruling party. But let's find out the warnings that Inec is giving ahead of time, and the defense reseic is also having for themselves. Now, according to the news, the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, has called on state independent electoral commissions, SECs, across the country to improve the quality and credibility of the local government area polls. Mahmoud Yakubu, the Inec chairman, spoke some few hours ago at a meeting with executive members of the Forum of State Independent Electoral Commissions of Nigeria, FOSECON, in Abuja. He said although virtually all states of the Federation now have local government councils, there is a challenge of election quality. He cited the Federal Capital Territory FCT as a model for consistent and credible local government area polls, noting that it is only the part of the country where caretaker committees have never replaced elected councils. councils. He said elections are held regularly and no political party has won all the area councils. The SEC must step up the credibility of their elections to avoid damaging the integrity of the country's electoral process. He also condemned the recent action by a state electoral body that gave only 21 days notice before local government elections, describing it as unlawful and impractical. I want to draw your attention to the judgment of the Supreme Court on the conduct of local government elections. Conducting local government elections without having the mandatory notice long before the election contravenes the judgment of the Supreme Court, he said. A recent announcement by State Electoral Commission, which gave only 21 days notice, is not only a violation of the law and the subsisting judgment of the Supreme Court, it also is a practical problem. How can a political party conduct primaries, nominate candidates, and campaign while the Electoral Commission prepares logistics, training, and security within 21 days, he asked. It is practically impossible. So, as the umbrella body of the state electoral commissions, carry this message to your members as to the importance of complying with statutory timelines for the conduct of local government elections. Money is never greatly available for the conduct of elections and electoral activities, but your challenges actually go beyond funding. Without a clear definition of processes and procedures, no amount of money will solve any problem. But some persons believe that this particular one, reseic is saying that they are basing their timetable. Remember, Wike recently inaugurated his reseic chairman and members. And reseic is saying they are basing it on the fact that there's a timetable that has been stated for 30th of August, or before it was supposed to be August, but they shifted it to 30th. And they're following that timetable that was being set before by the former reseic chairman and Fubara, that nothing really have changed. So they are within the 90 days framework. But some other persons believe that since they dissolved Fubara, the suspended Fubara, they suspended the Rivers State lawmakers, that democratically speaking, all those are in the past. That these are new persons. They should be able to set 90 days notice and do their things. They have dissolved others, all that dissolved plus the 90 days. So which means that if they are to go by this, they did not give a 90 days notice, and which means they'll be heading to court immediately after the election to show that they did not comply with the Supreme Court verdict. But they are saying that they are still following with what the former reseic chairman did, that just in continuum, that there's no new dates, that there have been adequate time frame given and all that, and so it shouldn't be a problem. While some stakeholders did complain that Wike have no business, conducting that election, that should be elected governor. But others are saying if they are to do the 90 days, that means Wike is going to stay another 90 days, which is 3 months extra to conduct election. Some said that the reason why Wike was there was to make peace, and peace has been restored, that he should take a walk and let Fubara do the needful. So that is the contention on ground. But meanwhile, everybody seems to be happy, quote and unquote, those in the camp where they are sure they'll be elected in, while the other camp is quietly watching, waiting for the right time. That's how we're going to wrap it up.